Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tanealia and this is Beauty. In this video, I finally did my 2 looks using the Powerpuff Girls X Colourpop collaboration palette. I have been enjoying this one so much. I love all the tones, all the shades in here, and I was really wanting to pull it out and try to put together some more looks, so that's what we did in this video. The look that I'm currently wearing, this is look number 2. One thing you will notice is that kind of the resolution difference between look 1 and look 2. And look 1, I filmed that with my old phone. It ended up getting dropped in water, so I had to buy a new phone, and the quality in this one is a lot better. It's a lot clearer. The resolution looks a lot better. Everything just looks smoother. You know, I feel like in general the what's the word? It looks more high definition is the word that I was looking for. So you'll definitely notice a difference between the first look and the second look where that's concerned. 2 things to note about this camera. This is a Moto Stylus G. I get all my phones through Straight Talk. I absolutely love Straight Talk, and this is a Straight Talk phone. It has some amazing features as far as the front-facing camera. On the rear-facing camera, it does not zoom in and out, so I can't zoom in to give you guys close-ups. It's something I'll have to do like in editing, which is fine. It's a little bit more work, but I don't mind. I really want you guys to have as good a quality video as I can possibly give you filming on a phone. And the second thing that I noticed is that it doesn't have an automatic focus on the rear-facing camera, so sometimes I'll be holding something up and it may not be very clear. Like this is okay, but if I'm holding up something like, you know, a mascara, you see how it does not focus? So in that case, what I would probably do is just film some b-roll and, you know, stick it over the top so you guys can see clearly what I'm doing, because on the front-facing camera it looks phenomenal. Alright guys, so after all that rambling, let's go ahead and dive into this video and show you look number 1. Alright, let's go ahead and put together this look. Let me tell you real quick my blush and highlighter details. I went on ahead and I tried this time the other powder blush in the Powerpuff Girls collection, Saving the World. I used Fighting Crime in my initial first impressions video. I really like the shade. It's pink, but with a little bit of peachy coralness going on to it. It is just a very nice, healthy, bright flush of color. I think it just makes my collection just look bright and healthy and glowy. I am loving it. And then for highlighter, I pulled out one of my Kimchi Chic highlighters, the Thaler ones. This shade is in Topaz Glow, I think is what it said. I used the lighter one right here, just on the upper cheekbones, tip of the nose, as well as my Cupid's bow. All right, so let's go ahead and start putting together this look. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids real quick using my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. Alright, so for this look, I think I'm going to focus on more of a peachy pink type of a look. I'm going to take Pokey Oaks, I'm going to put that all over my lid, and then we're going to focus Girls Rock kind of in the crease, and I might bring in this pink right here, but first let's lay this shade down. I want this look to be pretty simple, although we are going to lay down that little glitter right here, but as far as the mattes, I just want those to be pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Like I said in the introduction, it's been a long time since I've done a 2 looks video. It's not that I haven't really been inspired to do one so much as I just haven't had time. You know, I have a lot of ideas, and then I get, you know, new makeup in that I want to try, and it's really difficult, you know, to fit everything in. I try to upload 3 times a week, sometimes 4, and you would think, you know, that's a pretty good amount of time. You know, it's a good amount of videos. You should be able to get everything in, but when you have like a lot of newer stuff that you're trying to work in, it can get difficult because you want to get the newer stuff up first, but you know, you can't get everything up all at once. So yeah, that can be a little bit difficult. I really like the shade. That is blending so well too. That's a pretty shade. It's pink with a little bit of peach, a little bit of coral going on. That is a pretty shade. All right, I'm going to take the same brush and I'm going to go into Girls Rock. I'm going to focus that on the outer corner and into our crease. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of that on the lower lash line as well, and then go ahead and lay down our glitter. Pretty simple. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to take it onto my lower lash line, connecting it into the upper lash line. I'm really enjoying the formula in this palette. It's very smooth. It's blending so well. There has been no effort whatsoever, struggle or anything, to put this look together. I mean, as you can see, everything is just blending so quickly. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of my BH Cosmetics base booster here. I'm going to use the palette here so that I can get a closer look. We're going to lay down the other pressed glitter in this palette. I normally, like I've said before, I am not a pressed glitter person. I usually cannot stand pressed glitters, but the ones in this palette, they're so pretty and they adhere so well. You don't end up with like glitter all over your face. And I'm going to go ahead and take the glitter. The shade is called Townsville. It's a gold shade that has like just a hint of like a little bit of pink in it. So I'm going to take that and just start laying that where I placed the glitter. See, that is just the base booster to adhere the glitter. See how pretty that is? This look came together so quickly. I'm going to take Professor Utonium, lay that on the inner corner real quickly. Take a little bit down to my lower lash line. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye, and then we'll come back and we'll do liner. I went ahead and I threw this cream gel liner from Colourpop in my lower waterline. It is in good grief. It's kind of a coral pink shade. Really, really pretty. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my wing. I'm using the Wonderlook liner from Kiko Milano. This was part of that Wonder Woman collection. I've almost used this up. It's not my favorite liner formula. It does tend to skip, but like I said, I've almost finished it, so I'm going to go ahead and use it today. I probably have maybe 1 or 2 more uses left after this before I have completely used it up. I don't want to go like too super big with this one, so I think I'm just going to make a smaller wing. Of course, you know, I tend to say I'm just going to make a small little dainty wing, and then next thing I know it's out of control and the wing is all the way out to here. All right, I think we are done with the wing. I'm going to throw on my lips real quick, and then we will come back and do liner. I'm going to line real quick with this NK pencil in coral, just to give my lips a little bit of definition. I'm going to use this Velvet Mousse liquid lipstick from Hard Candy and Sweet Pea. I picked this up from the Dollar Tree. This is my first time using this formula. Oh my word. I'll get a little bit on my tip, on my nose there. Oh my word, that smells like cookies, like sugar cookies. Oh my God, that's so nice. Oh, that is definitely a bright nude. That is way brighter than I was thinking it was going to be. Wow, that's bright. That smells like frosting, like sugar cookie frosting, and yet it looks like I put frosting on my lips as well. It was way more light pink than I was going for, but you know, I don't know. I might need to adjust this a little bit. I'm not sure about this. I think this is a little bit too pasty, pinky, you know, frosting kind of going on here. Let me think about this when I throw my lashes, and when I come back, I might be wearing a different lip color. We'll see. The lashes I'm going to throw on them from Ardell. These are the Naked Lashes. I picked these up from Ulta. I really like this style. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, final look is complete, and as you can see, I did change my lip color. I went on ahead and threw on this one from AOA Studios, the Velvet Lip Mousse in Crisp. It's just a much softer, pinkier tone than this one. This one right here was just way too like Pepto-Bismol, almost white. It's way too light on me. This shade's a lot softer, definitely a lot more becoming of this look. What do you think of the look? I like it. I think it came out pretty good. I think it's dramatic but soft at the same time. Like, this is a really pretty look for spring. I absolutely love it. But that's look number 1. Let's move on to look number 2. Alright guys, let's put together look number 2. I'm going to go ahead and do blush and highlight on camera with you guys, and then we'll throw together our eye look. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my eyelids using my Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. While that is setting down, we're going to go ahead and throw on the blush and highlight. All right, so the blush and the highlight we're going to be throwing on today is from Winky Lux. It is an ombre blush. The shade is called Sunset Glow. The blush is here, and then you have a highlighter here. So pretty sure the blush is going to have a little bit of a luminescent glow to it, which I don't mind. I'm kind of wanting that glow today. I love this outer card, and it's just so cute. Hopefully it is focusing. I noticed that this camera, like I said in the very beginning, doesn't have an autofocus, so sometimes it might look a little bit blurry, but packaging is just on point with this. I got this off of Ulta. I saw this in the new releases, and I was like, yeah, I have got to try that. So I'm going to use my Shop Miss A brush here. We're going to dab into the blush part. Okay, that is actually more matte than I was thinking it was, which is fine. I like a nice matte blush. The tone is very pretty. It's just a nice peachy sunset glow. And does it have a scent? I thought it had a scent for a second. I think it has a very light, very, very, very light scent. Not heavy at all. It's a very pretty blush. And I'm going to take my Milano highlighting brush and I'm going to dip into the highlighter kind of end and lay that on my cheekbones. Okay, that is a very, very subtle glow. Very subtle. There's a slight hint of glow. It's not super, super shiny. I can definitely see this as kind of an everyday blush and highlighter moment. I'm just going to tap my sponge over everything just to kind of melt it together. All right, now let's move on to the eye look. I want to focus on grains this time. I know I did kind of a bluish look with my first impressions, and I think I did a pinky look with the first one. It's been a while since I put that look together. So the matte shade I'm going to focus on is Silico from the palette, and then I'm going to play around with these eyeshadow sticks. I want to see if this formula is creamier than the one from that Limoncello collection. So I'm just going to tap into this shade and just start packing it on. And we're just going to kind of blend this out. This is pretty much going to be my only matte shade. I don't think I'm going to do like a super colorful moment here. I want the focus to be on the shadow sticks, and this is blending really nicely. I noticed the formula in this palette in general was really, really good. It's a very pretty green shade. I love green eyeshadow. Matches my little knotted headband here. My daughter got this for me. It was funny because she went to the mall with her best friend. My hair is looking a little crazy here. And when she was leaving, I jokingly said to bring me a present. And she did. She brought me 2 knotted headbands. Girl knows I love my knotted headbands. She's so sweet. She got me this one, and there's like a pinkish one that has like little blue flowers on it. All right, so that is it for the mattes. So let's dive into the eyeshadow sticks. This one is called Mojo Jojo. This is a metallic green. What I'm going to do is take this and I'm going to lay this all over the lid, and then I'm going to try to blend it out with a brush and see how that works. If it does not blend out well, then I'm going to go back into the palette and I'm going to take this green shade right here and lay that on my lid. But hopefully this will work out. So let's see. This is only my second experience with a shadow stick. So far, this is definitely a lot creamier than the ones that were in the Limoncello. All right, so now I'm going to take my brush. I'm going to blend that out. All right, it's blending out a little, but it's not sticking like right in here. And what I'm also noticing is while the shade in the tube is like a really bright, or rather the tube is a really bright limey green, the shade going on is more of a deeper green with like a little bit of blue. This is not quite the shade I was wanting. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down all over, and then I think I'm going to go back into the palette with that green shade, the bright limey one, and we're just going to blend that kind of over it. Kind of make this our base. It's very creamy, I will say that. It's extremely creamy. It's nothing like that matte shade from the Limoncello blue one that I just could not get to move to save my life. I will say that, but it's not like looking like super metallic, and it's not got this pretty lime green going on. All right, so I'm gonna go back into the palette and I'm gonna take Chemical X and I'm just gonna kind of lay that over this pencil, or shadow stick rather. All right, there we go. That's more of what I was going for. Just that really, really bright, metallic, shiny green. I think what I'm going to use the shade sticks mainly for is just for like maybe lower lash line. I don't think I'm going to be using them for all over shadow. I just don't feel like they give me that look and that shine, that impact, I guess is the word I'm looking for, that I'm going for. So I think those are going to just pretty much be like lower lash line products. I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of this green. I just want to kind of blend the outer corner. Just a little bit. I'm going to take Professor Utonium and throw that in my inner corner real quick. I'm going to take the blue shade, Princess Morbucks, and we're going to lay this on the lower lash line. That one is looking a little bit more metallic than the green shade was. For my lower waterline, I'm going to take Fluffy. This is from the Cloud Spun collection. Just a little bit of brightness in this area. that bubblegum pink along with that blue. That is looking really pretty. I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to throw on my liner, mascara, my lips, and then we will come back and we'll look at the final look. All right, guys, so this is the final look. What do you think? My liner is my Artista liner from Shop Miss A, which I absolutely love, and I've been trying out and enjoying this mascara. This is the Kombucha mascara from the X Revolution Kombucha collection. I already did a full video trying this out, which should go up before you actually see these two looks. I love this brush. It just really goes in and grabs each individual lash to lift and separate. Gives me nice volume. I'm able to get right down into my lash line. I'm absolutely loving this formula. For lip liner, I'm using the Perfect Precision from LA Girl. This shade is in Plum. And then my lip color, I just went with a very soft pink lip. This is from the Sailor Moon collection, Colourpop. The shade is in Usagi. So for my final thoughts on the palette and on the shade sticks, I really do love the palette. First of all, I just love it for the nostalgia purposes, but the formula is really nice. Every shade that I have used so far has blended out beautifully. I have not had any problems with packing the shade on, blending it out. Nothing has been patchy. It's not like stuck in one spot and not moved when I tried to blend it out. Overall, I really love this palette. I'm looking forward to pulling it out more and doing more looks with it. You might see another look done with this on either my Instagram, TikTok, or both. I'm currently working on my list of videos that I'm wanting to get done. And as far as the shade sticks, I feel like you can take these or leave these. These are just not the most, exciting formula that I've ever used. I don't think that they go very well, at least on me, on the lid. Very shiny, very metallic. Now you lay down like a base, booster or a glitter primer or something like that, they might show up shinier, but I don't feel like you should have to do that with a shade stick. Now these might work nicely as a base for another shadow like what I did, where I had to put this one down and then I just put that green shade, metallic shade from the palette on over it. But once again, fussiness, a lot of extra work. If you're still trying to decide what to get from this collection, I would go with the palette, the shade sticks. Take them or leave them. I just don't think they're that great of a product personally. All right, guys, so that was my 2 looks using the Powerpuff Girls X Colourpop collection. If you like this type of video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really does help with my channel. If you're new to my channel and not already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider joining the family and hitting subscribe. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.